This is the Doctor, continuing the Battle Brothers Gladiators playthrough. I'm pretty much done with Hikmah here, so I'm gonna go east. I think there was some sort of nomad camp out here to bust. Then I want to explore this area, and that'll be that. So I will Ooh, what is this? Serpents. Ooh, I will fight those. Oh, then this group killed the serpents. That's disappointing. It's very disappointing indeed. Alright. There's supposed to be some sort of camp out here. Where is it? I'm just gonna pause until I find some. There's a tiny little camp out here. We'll kill it, but not very exciting. I mean, these fights give you a small amount of ammo and money, so still do it. Plus, maybe if I kill this camp, it'll respawn into a better camp. Alright, let's see. What is... Might as well explore this area again. Something could have respawned. Maybe not. I doubt there's anything down there. Could definitely be something in this, but not seeing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, is it the Holy War about to start? They're guarding the holy sites. Okay. If there's anything over this way, is there? No. Alright, well, I guess there wasn't really anything interesting in this fog. Alright, well, this was a bit of a bust. I think I explored most of the desert except that area, so I definitely want to go over there. Let's see if we can't find a contract to kill some beasts so we can finally complete our ambition. Two Skull, what is this? Season no fair. Okay. Does this mean there's extra stuff for sale? Yes. I'll take another Lionheart potion. I think I have enough second winds. I don't need more of those. Armor. Any famed item? Nope. Taxidermist. I don't think I can craft anything else. Yep. In the temple? Hire? I can't hire anyone. Anything in the marketplace, perhaps? Nets? I got enough nets. What is this? Yeah, I'm not escorting stuff. Well, we're gonna go out and explore some more. Let's just make sure I absolutely have enough food. Let's buy some of the dates. No, you know what? My men deserve the best of the best foods. Some rice, lamb, and some cheese. Yes, that's what they deserve. Alright, let's head out. I know what's down here in that fog. Why is it so hard to find more desert beasts to kill? Like, I feel like I've had this ambition for a long time. What is this? Undead. Oh, interesting. This suggests there's actually an undead camp down here because the footprints came from here. No? Alright, well, it was worth a look. Alright, that's fine. There could be a bridge. I guess I'm insane because I'm gonna fight Lindwurms again. But, it's gonna take a while. I gotta reorganize. Alright, I had to take a break from that last video because I played most of my sessions in the last day. Here's the Lindwurms. And then I took a break because these Lindworm fights are going to take a while, like an hour, and I was too tired to do another one. So now I'm fresh the next day, ready to kill 5 more Lindworms. And I reported that bug with the fire pot in the net to the developer who fixed it. But they fixed it by not letting you net the tail. You can only net the head, and the tail is still the same zone of control. Like, you can't exert zone of control on it. So that's going to be a problem. This is a super serious fight now, even more serious than the last time. I had to think long and hard about my gearing choices. But let's get to it. First, I'm going to make sure my butcher has armor with bone plating. Gannicus, I'm not going to give him the bone plating. His armor should be able to take a hit. In general, the bone plating is just going to be better. But I think we can position Gannicus in such a way that he doesn't get hit. Next, the hunter gets the hyena pelt for this battle because he really shouldn't be getting hit here. Gave him a bow, a stack of throwing weapons. Let's just see how this works out. This Beast Slayer, I've been thinking about what to give him for his last perk. Pathfinder is always solid for a tank to allow good repositioning. But Crixus has Pathfinder. And I'm thinking on this Nimbo tank, let's take Steelbrow here so that you don't get killed easily if the attacks hit your head, even through Indomitable. If you have a heavy head armor, Indomitable is super good with that, like on my Battleforge tank. If I have this up, nothing should be able to penetrate the head armor. But if you're Nimbo, that's not the same story. So this will prevent RNG from destroying you, and nothing else, like Pathfinder kind of makes sense, but nothing else seems super good except maybe Taunt or Gifted, and I wanted to avoid Gifted to prove you don't need that much defense on this type of Psycho tank. I'm not saying he's super elite and he can tank the Black Monolith for long, but he should be able to tank most fights in the game without a problem. Alright, the Noble Duelist will skip you for now. Spartacus will skip you for now. The Sergeant, I've been thinking about what to give you. And I think candidates are Pathfinder or Footwork. If only I didn't have to take Gifted, I would do both Pathfinder and Footwork here. And both have an argument. I'm thinking this Sergeant might actually get up front. His defenses are terrible, and the Footwork could save him. Especially against these Lindworms. So let's take this more immediately. I wish I could give you Pathfinder, because then you can like double move and rally in critical situations, or double move and whip on bad terrain, but alas, that is not possible. The Wild Man. With Polearm Mastery, Pathfinder is just so good. I've been thinking about this or Footwork. You have some defenses, you can wear heavy armor. Pathfinder just adds so much flexibility with the polearm. Being able to double move on any terrain or through any elevation and then still attack or use this reap is huge. Alright, this militia, I'm also going to take Footwork. I did not used to take Footwork all that much because it's like I was confident in my positioning, but I'm not so confident against these Lindworms. And now there are a lot of options. Like, we could take Recover, although I'm not sure I need that. We could take Berserk, or Killing Frenzy. Polearm Mastery is very good on this type of spec, especially with the 89 melee skill. We could do Polearm Mastery and Pathfinder, always a solid combo. I'm not sure I built this guy right. We could take Polearm Mastery and Berserk, try to get some more procs in there, especially with the Fearsome. Although if you're going to be using a gun most of the time, I'm not sure Berserk or Killing Frenzy makes sense. We might take Polearm Mastery and Overwhelm or something like that. So I'll save your perk points. And then this Detailer, I also thought long and hard about what to give you. Resilience or Steelbrow are always decent. Fortify Mind even isn't too bad. So a lot of good options here. I'm thinking we don't necessarily need Steelbrow or Resilience because the whole point with this character is not to get hit. So I'm not taking Underdog or whatever. I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to take Anticipation. At least that's my thought. because I don't want you to get shot when you're double gripping a spear in the duelist stance, like by yourself. However, anticipation doesn't do anything in this fight against Lindwurms, so we're gonna pass. This duelist, again, the usual build is Berserk Killing Frenzy, but it's not gonna do anything in this fight. I'm actually thinking of making Crixus the mace shield user, so like shield mastery would actually do something this fight, because this Fame mace, it doesn't actually do more damage, but it's so much less fatiguing. And on a duelist with Berserk Killing Frenzy, you want a mace that either does more damage or has more ignore armor damage, because that's what you need to reliably one-shot Ancient Legionnaires. That's kind of the whole point of the mace duelist build, to be able to one-shot those enemies, and you need a Fame mace with more damage or more ignore armor. This weapon, though, is huge for someone who just needs to sit there and spam stun all day long. And Crixus can do that. He has the attack, and he has Backstabber to help with that. It doesn't do the most damage, but that's okay. And then he can use Shield Mastery to buff his defenses a bit. I mean, his defenses are respectable right now. So he has a lot of flexibility depending on the fight. But we don't need to make that decision. Shield Mastery would help a little bit against Lindwurms. I don't think it's critical. Alright, with all that being said, we still brought pretty much all of our nuts. I've re-equipped the fire potions because apparently that bug's fixed, and those fire potions did good damage. So let's get to it. Oh, are the Lindwurms afraid of us? Oh my gosh, the Lindwurms don't even want to fight me, but I want to fight them. Alright, it is the desert. Alright, I cut out a little bit of the footage. This elevation is pretty good for us. I'm thinking we back this duelist up, move the Daydailer up. You can footwork out. It's okay. Now, we know what the Lindwurm AI is going to do, right? It can move its head 3 and then park its tail right over here, potentially. Or it can move its head 3 like this and park the tail over here. So, as long as I move the Daydailer up here to block, we can always position ourselves pretty well against the head and the tail. So we're going to go ahead and take a shot now. Reload. Also, you have footwork, so also not a problem. Let's just see what they do. And we're going to need to net the heads to prevent them from moving like crazy. So let's stick to the plan. They can attack. One, 2, 3. Move you up. One, 2, 3. There's 3 DPS there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 DPS there. Footwork is gonna be clutch. You have footwork now as well. So this one could go there. This one could go like put the tail up there. 1, 2, 3. It could do that. Put the tail here. Or put the head there. This is fine. We'll just wait patiently here. You need to back up. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, back up 2. Right? 1, 2. Because it could do that and put the tail there. And then I would be screwed. But if I do this, these things can move 3. It can't get next to me with the tail. And I am not screwed. Alright. I like this high ground, but we need to move Crixus up. Gannicus has supreme levels of attack. I'm thinking Gannicus does not need to be on the high ground. In fact, Gannicus should be in the middle due to his flexibility. The Hunter could actually strongly benefit from the high ground. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, okay, yep. Gave you a bow for a reason, but you can't use it until you net something. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not good. You don't have footwork. Let's put you here. Crixus can go there. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. No need to shield wall or waste my fatigue or anything. Alright, let's see what they do. This is a pure fight of positioning. Okay, that one did pretty much what I expected. Okay. Let's see what the last two do. Oh, they're all grouping around the middle. Interesting. Yep. Okay. Got ourselves a bit of a conundrum here. You can definitely focus fire. I need to think. Okay, I had to think about this for a long time. I think what I'm gonna do is net this one, this one, this one, and this one to prevent these four from repositioning. And then this one most likely will try to come in here, which is fine. He can't move and attack at any rate. So let's execute the plan. One, right? Like, you throw a net. So one net, two net. You are going to attack rather than net. You are going to net, net. You're going to net this one, and then this one's going to net that one, and then one's free. Okay, gotcha. You do not have footwork. So if you come in and attack me, that would be very, very bad. So I have to back you up one. It should be fine. If you come here, they can't bypass zone of control, so this should be a fine position. We are almost certainly going to shield wall and Ingdam, but let's lower our initiative. One, two, three. I'm trying to count. If this one comes up to chase after me, can I have... If I stab in footwork, that's 40 fatigue. I can footwork again, right? Stab, footwork. Yeah. I'll have enough to footwork again next turn, which is what matters. Oh my gosh, these battles are so tense. Oh! I made a mistake. I should have waited your turn. Because I was... Ugh! I can adrenaline my way out of this. Alright, hold on. Oh, you can still net the tail? I thought the devs fixed that. I wasn't even trying to do anything else. Did I not have the latest patch? Okay. I don't really understand. Or if you throw the tail, is it gonna... Like, if you throw the net on the tail, is it just gonna silently fail? I have a feeling that's what's actually gonna happen. I have footwork, so I'm not worried, and they can't move up to attack me, so let's swap to the pike. Alright. Yeah, there's exactly one move here. Grixis is just gonna shield wall. There is exactly one move here. I can... Oh, what's the throw net? 4 AP. So I can move up, throw net, adrenaline, rush back. That's... Okay, let's think about it. If I don't throw the net, what happens? If I don't throw the net, this one could move its tail up here, which doesn't do anything. This one could move its head like that, and then put the tail there, which is pretty bad. So let's just count the AP. 4 AP, yes. Another use for adrenaline. Alright, we're gonna fall back to a safe position. Right here, if this one moves up, I can run away. You can footwork out. Yannicus, give this one the old bonk. Just like last time, you are missing your attacks. Very good. We have to wait here. I need to know what that hit does. 1, 2, 3, right? It shouldn't be able to put its tail over there, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so should be quite solid to do this. This is what I expected. Very good. Very good. This one's permanently tanked. My main tank is gonna get attacked by 4 Lindwurms. That's scary. But it also means we can concentrate our DPS and try to kill one as fast as possible. Who knows? I could lose my Battleforge tank here. Well, a fire grenade would be sexy right about now. Where to put Crixus? We could keep Crixus in reserve to rotate out if necessary. That's not a crazy idea, honestly. You have Indam, so they're really... This one's super likely to attack Crixus. Let's just shield wall. Alright. They shouldn't be able to do too much here. Let us unleash carnage. This seems pretty sexy. And we can still footwork as necessary. 90%. Because I don't have confident. I guess I have no choice. What are they rolling on? 11%. Scary. Thank you for absorbing. Good steel brow. Good, good. They all went. Good. You're diverting Crixus a little bit there. Oh, this is bad. The days. You can't Indam and shield wall. Alright, well, you have no choice. Shield wall is better. This one can't actually move. I can't risk getting dazed here. We gotta take some pressure off. You can actually take a hit here. stay put. I'm gonna let this one try to attack my butcher, who can take a hit. I don't like splitting my damage. Now we really should focus that one down. What's the damage on 60 to 80? That's just better than the crossbow. That's just significantly better than the crossbow. We need to relieve pressure on my central tank here. You can take one hit. It's not great though. I don't want to take a hit with you. You don't have that bone plating. I think we killed this one and this one. Prioritize killing these two. That should help a lot. This one is whatever. Alright, so because of that, I am actually going to swap to the crossbow. Why is it 85 now? I don't understand. Why was it 90? And now it's 85. You can whip. So I'm actually gonna hit you here to get rid of your armor so the whip does more. Oh, this is very bad. That's fine. It's fine over here. Need to focus damage. You can recover and your turn immediately. And you should be able to go again next turn. I don't like the wavering though. Yes. I think we need to put some more targets for these two Lindwurms to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, recover. You have no choice. Oh, the daze wears off in one turn. If I recover now, will I be able to go ahead of them? I think so. They're all netted, which helps tremendously. Let's put my butcher here to try to distract two of their attacks. Such is the desperation of our situation here. 7 turns, yes. I get to go ahead of all of them. Beautiful. Okay, as long as I have Indom up, I'll be okay. Let's focus fire. This one's actually almost dead. You know what? Let's keep up the focus fire here. You have only one thing you can possibly do. Honestly, Crixus, I don't mind if you get attacked right now. You have the bone plating. You have exactly one option. Shield one only Dom. Yep, good job. That's a big miss. Let's prepare to fire. I'm gonna end my turn immediately. I go ahead of them, but I can't take any more hits. Crixus, just recover. Not liking how much DPS I split in this battle. Let's put Crixus here instead to distract these two heads. Oh, I can't shield wall. I didn't count my fatigue correctly. That's not good. Oh, we can't throw it now. I actually could not have afforded those misses. Good job, Crixus. %ers is not good. How much? 44. I think I should be able to shield walling down. We need the AoE. Good work. Next, we should kill this one to relieve some pressure here. Crixus might need to go over there and prepare for a road. Or Crixus might need to sit here and try to absorb some of these hits. Okay. We should try to kill this one next. It's the next most vulnerable. Seems like a fine position for the wild man. Good job, Crixus. Okay, moving. Okay, we've got a focus fire. Oh, we have the confident buff now. Now we're gonna roll well. As I say that and miss, of course. Now, 7 turns, 8 turns. Having Indomitable. You need to spam Indomitable. Okay, I'm gonna do this. To distract these 3 heads. Gotta kill the middle one. We can do maximum damage by doing that. Swap, stab. You have to Indom. Now, the AI is generally programmed to attack more vulnerable targets, like Crixus here. Yep. And Crixus has the shield wall up. Well, there's no sense in holding back. Oh boy, this guy can still go. He's overwhelmed. The question is, do we go for the shield wall or the recover so we can indom next turn? He is overwhelmed twice. So what's the worst thing that can happen, right? He rose 20-something%, strips my armor, and I'm almost dead. We should be able to kill you next turn and then do our recover on these three. So I'm gonna actually just shield wall again. We have Killing Frenzy up, we can't let that go to waste. %, good, good. Why are they rolling 5% now? I had the confident buff all along. This one's not waver. Oh, overwhelm. Of course. What am I talking about? Yeah, shield wall is definitely the right choice there. Overwhelm, so good. Stay put. Stay put. Stay put. Stay put. Okay. Well, we need to try to kill. Crixus does the same shenanigan. I don't think you can stab, but that's fine. Oh no! Okay, so much for my brilliant strat. You have to recover. I didn't think their initiative would be so low. This Beast Slayer could die here. Oh well, so much for my brilliant strat. I can't end the turn in case I get stunned. I have to pass. Any clever tricks I can do? Not really. Well, at least one of them should die. Ooh, 26 miss. Okay, that didn't do anything. That didn't do much. 4 turns. We're gonna just keep shield walling here. We should. I'm not gonna be able to kill, so I'm gonna recover for next turn. Ow. This is okay because I can. That actually kind of worked in my favor. Because as soon as I killed this one, the Beast Slayer is free to run. Alright, well, so much for my brilliant build. I don't think I manipulated the initiative well enough in this battle. 17 turns, 9 turns. We need to try to kill this one as fast as possible. I'm gonna move Gannicus up. 95. It's pretty good. Alright, should be able to run you out. Well, we can wait here because I kind of want to see what the AI does. Yes, attack Gannicus. You are too injured, buddy. We don't need you this desperately, although a shield wall Indom at the front wouldn't be terrible, but you'll be fine. Crixus, the undefeated Gaul. Should be able to kill that one. As soon as we kill that one, the pressure on our men will be so much reduced. Should be able to breach our armor next turn pretty easily. Let's just get in position. We need more melee attack. Yeah, and we just need the perma shield wall here. They're only on 5%, which is acceptable. This is the power of that Iron Lungs build. Very clutch. All right. You can take a single hit. Need to kill. You can overwhelm the head. He should have a 5%, and even if he hits me, it's fine. Sure, why not? Oh, I should have focused fire there. Crixus is fine. Just recover. Yep, 5%. %8 on Crixus. Don't like that. Now we can recover. Alright, one of them is done. We need to get someone next to the head to prevent him from rallying. That's important. Better put someone who is reliable, like Spartacus. Gannicus can take a hit. What's your defense right now? 63? Yeah. I have taunt. It's okay. It's a stab tail to overwhelm that. Both of my guys have supreme levels of defense. Do an aim shot. I'm gonna wait. I may have to reposition you. Let's just... Again, you should not be rallying because I put someone next to you. That's how the fleeing mechanics usually work. We'll wait here. Oh, well, if they hit Crixus, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. You can actually take a hit. Oh, okay, they're both done. I'm pretty sure this will prevent you from rallying. Why does it show this thing some minor bug there? Okay. And we might suffer some acid, but there's actually a clever way to do this. Just use a puppy to tie them down. The puppy, the acid damage is irrelevant. Stay back, buddy, just in case. This is a fun little fight. Obviously, we're killing these, but we don't have to record that. Well, I turned on the recording for one moment just to show there's still bugs with these Lindwurms. Like, I don't know what the developers did here, but the head got separated from the tail again, and that is not intentional. I think apparently if a Lindwurm's fleeing, if you have a dog next to it, that causes that. In any event, that was a fun fight. My quote-unquote tank didn't do as well as I had hoped, but I think I didn't manipulate his initiative well enough. I should have loaded him up with a lot heavier gear, so that his initiative would... Like, the whole point of this build is once you have no gear, your initiative, like, tanks. I mean, once you're loaded up, your initiative tanks when you're fatigued out. I think what I actually need to do is load him up with less gear, something like this. Like, the more fatigue, the better. So that once he gets down, like his initiative is super low right now due to this injury. But the whole idea is you want to psycho fatigue as high as possible, and when you cover, you shoot back up to the top of the initiative layer. Like, plus I might have to actually do a little bit of damage to all the Lindwurms to lower their initiative. I'm not sure. But still, I mean, he tanked 2 Lindwurms for long enough for me to kill one, which is really all you need. And we had Crixus as a backup. My Battle Forge tank with the Iron Lungs, so good Iron Lungs. Like, this is why I made you into an Iron Lungs tank. If you had Iron Lungs, you could do kind of the same thing. Like, sometimes you just need a permanent shield wall. And, yeah, that's good enough. Combined with Overwhelm, most enemies will roll 5% on you. Alright, well, your gear is pretty beat up here, but... oh, we got all sorts of level ups. Detailer, leveled up. Again, I might go anticipation with you of all crazy things, and if we are, I want your range defense a little higher. Anyone else? I think that was it. We did get quite a few Lindwurm bones, which is perfect for me to make a bunch of Lindwurm shields. We're not getting lucky with the Lindwurm treasure, though. So we definitely cannot fight any more Lindwurms until we restock our nets. And those fire pots came in handy. I regret selling off a couple that I found in the nomad camps. Like, if only for Lindwurms, I would definitely keep some more fire pots. But it was a nice, good fight. In the next video, I'll continue exploring the southeastern part of the map. Thank you for watching. Until next time.